Let's count down together.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What's that birthday month out there? I said, what's that birthday month out there? Is it December? Is it March? Is it January? Is it April? Go Sheila, it's your birthday. Go Sheila, it's your birthday. Go Ferdy, it's your birthday. Go Ferdy, it's your birthday. Go Annette, it's your birthday. Go Annette, it's your birthday. Go Derek, it's your birthday. Go Derek, it's your birthday. Go Ferdy, go Ferdy. Go Ferdy, it's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Go Derek, go Derek. Go Tracy, it's your birthday. Go Red. Now what's that number one zodiac sign? I said, what's that number one zodiac sign? Is it Aries? Is it Leo? Is it Scorpio? Is it Cancer? Aries working that stuff. Leo's working that stuff. Scorpio's working that stuff. Capricorn's, it's your birthday. Capricorn's, it's your birthday. Gemini's, it's your birthday. Scorpio's, it's your birthday. Pisces, it's your birthday. Get busy, get busy. It's your birthday, it's your birthday. Get busy, it's your birthday. Get busy, it's your birthday. Get busy, it's your birthday. 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 Mr. Pie. It's your birthday. 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 Before I go, I wanna know what's that number one birthday month? I said, what's that number one birthday month? Now this time use your zodiac sign. What's your sign? Now what's your sign? Go Virgos, it's your birthday. Go Leos, it's your birthday. 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 Go Virgos, go Virgos, go Libras, go Twins. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
You're tuned into the Interstate Live with Elena Sanders, bringing you all the hits and so much more. Now let's get started.
All right now. Come on.
Yes, I tell you, I was so out of breath, girl. I had to get up off this floor. I was in a full sweat.
What's going on, Will? Right here on Interstate Live with your boy, Will.
Yes, honey. It is I Am Will Walker and Two Hurts. Oh my God. Happy New Year, Elena. We haven't talked much. We've been getting everything prepared for the new year. We missed you guys. All of our listening audience, all the people that have been asking us, oh my God, we didn't have a show this week. We are here. What's up?
We are here. It's 2019. We getting in. We're going to be successful. We're going to be progressive in everything that we do. I wish nothing but success on everybody that's listening to us, the sound of our voices. This is a year to get it. 2019 is the year to get it.
If you want it, this is the year to get it.
That's right.
No excuses. Stop making excuses and make moves. Oh, I felt the Holy Ghost.
I felt it right there too, Will. I felt it right there. Stop making excuses and what?
And make moves.
And make moves. Cardi B. Prophetess Cardi B.
Prophetess. She spoke a word on that pole, Elaine. She spoke a word on that pole.
I'm making money moves.
She said you got to get up even you got to bust it open one cheek at a time to get your money. You got to get it. However you got to get it. Amen. One cheek at a time, one book at a time, one class at a time. Just bust it.
Bust it open.
And stop making excuses.
What's happening now? What's happening in the news? You know, we missing out on what's going on in the news today.
So many things have unraveled before the new year, after the new year. And of course, I got to get to some of the highlights for the day, but I definitely wanted to start the show off with a huge shout out to the cutest baby I have seen in a long time, Miranda Wilborn. And I don't even know what y'all know who Miranda Wilborn is. Miranda Wilborn is an Illinois girl in her first try at school at the age of 8. After winning her battle with cancer and leukemia. At just 5 years old, she was diagnosed with a rare and often deadly form of cancer. She beat it, and then all of a sudden, right but after that, she was diagnosed with leukemia. Weeks before completing her chemotherapy, she came down with that. She lives in Belleville, Illinois, with her family. She has beaten both diseases and is healthy and is enjoying her life at the age of 8, going back to school and not back to school, but to school for the first time. So shout out to you, Miranda, for beating cancer, beating leukemia, and just letting us know that anything is possible. I just want to start the year off out on a victorious trip of people that are just overcoming. This is a story of overcoming. I'm so happy for this girl. She's beautiful. And it's just a story that anything could happen.
That's what's up. I'm excited about that. That's amazing. I love comeback stories. I love stories that are miraculous. And for her to be able to go to school for the first time at 8 and have those social skills and be able to be sociable with other kids, I love that. Shout out to her. I wish her the best. I wish her very much success.
Shout out to you, baby.
Yeah.
Okay, you better get well, okay, and show them how to do it. Now, is it time? Do you want me to get to the mess, or do you want a few more shout outs?
Go ahead, let's get to the mess.
Never mind. No. I'm gonna give a few more shout outs before I get to the mess. Shout out to Lauren Underwood. Anyone that doesn't know who Lauren Underwood is, honey, Lauren Underwood has made history as the youngest black woman to ever serve in Congress, baby.
Yes.
Sworn in. This congresswoman has already taken her first constitutional call, and she has become the youngest black woman, of course, according to the Congressional Archives. Now, if you don't think that young is young, honey, FYI, Congress people are usually older than me, which I won't say my age. But she is 32 years old and was sworn in on Thursday after her historic victory for the 14th Congressional District of Illinois that she actually won in November. She is the first woman and black person to represent that district. Not just a woman.
Oh, wow. Let's give her a clap.
And a black person.
Yes. Shout out to her. 32 years old. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, honey. Now, just in case anyone wants to know a little background on this woman, where this girl is coming from, she's a beautiful chocolate girl. Underwood was actually a registered nurse and celebrated getting sworn in by posting it on Twitter on Thursday. And she says, Illinois 14, thank you so much for voting for me and swearing me in. This girl was a registered nurse. So she left nursing, decided to go into politics, and I believe that this girl is going to make amazing waves. And Lauren, we are excited to see what you're going to do with this mantle, because this is definitely a mantle.
That's amazing. I love stories where people are doing great things, and especially the younger folks. Even though she's not that much younger than us, but just to hear much success, that's just amazing. I mean, you put them out there today, Will. We hearing some great. I love to hear stuff like this.
And since I'm on a roll, shout out to Kristen Sinema. Kristen Sinema has made history as the first openly bisexual woman sworn into the Senate.
Oh,
The Democratic of Arizona, first senator and only openly LGBT person that has ever made it to the Senate. She checked off a couple of the first, and on Thursday, when everything was done, the Democrat became the first openly person in that state.
wow! Let's give that a hand clap too. I'm giving all kind of hand claps today.
FYI, Sinema is no stranger to making history. In 2013, she became the county's first openly bisexual member of Congress.
Wow!
Serving in the House for 6 years.
Wow!
Now, she's a newly minted senator, sworn in alongside Senator Mitt Romney. I know he is rolling over in his soon-to-be grave. And Bernie Sanders, honey, my oldest, most trusted, old friend.
Why you got to put that many? Well, why did you have to put that many O's on it?
Girl, I just say, I love Bernie Sanders, girl, but Bernie Sanders went to school with Jesus, honey. Okay? That's an old man, honey. Him and Jesus, honey, went to elementary school together, baby.
Oh my God!
Oh yeah.
It's just so funny how these people in Congress, they die in those positions. They are not going anywhere. They get so comfortable in that one position that they are not going anywhere.
Well, I don't think that a good politician that gets that position should pull away from it, because it's a mantle. It is a way to really, really make solid and lasting change. And I believe that anyone who has been, given that ability to get to that level of representation for any nation should take it seriously and be glad to ride that out for the rest of their life.
Yes, I agree with that. I completely agree.
Of course, I'm on a roll. So shout out to Representative Ilhan Omar. She has made history on the House floor by being the first woman to wear a hijab to be sworn in at a ceremony. Ilhan Omar is one of 2 Muslim women ever elected into Congress and made history on Thursday when she was sworn in her hijab. The congressional woman from Minnesota, by the way, she wasn't born out there, she's from Minnesota, was all smiles when she was sworn in at Capitol Hill, where she was surrounded by a overthrow of supporters, many of whom were wearing hijabs also. Omar is no stranger to politics, but she served in the state legislature before making this historic run and making it to the Congress. And she is the first Somali American woman to ever be in Congress. Not to mention, again, I emphasize that she wore her hijab to be sworn in. This is a 36-year-old woman who came from a refugee camp in Kenya 23 years ago.
Wow.
Ran on a very progressive platform, such as hiking minimum wage, universal health care, and free college tuition. This woman has made it. She is a true story and a true testament to resilience and coming from nothing and making it something, and true resilience. So shout out again to this beautiful girl, Representative Ilhan Omar.
Ilhan Omar. Yes. Clap, clap. Another clap for her.
Yes, honey. And I will be sharing all these stories on our Facebook page as well as on Instagram. So everyone follow us there at Interstate Live on Instagram, or go to our website at interstateliveradio.com for these stories, more blogs and stuff coming soon.
Yes.
Now,
I
try to be positive, Elena, but the boo-boo has been stirred, and I smell it. And since you're in Atlanta, I'm going to start in Atlanta with you.
Okay.
Shout out to my boy, Joe Taylor.
Okay.
Which nobody may not know who Joe Taylor is, but Joe Taylor is Miss Sophia.
Okay.
Of the B103 morning show. And shout out to Wanda Smith, who got her body handed back to her by Cat Williams. And she still got this bad wig on. Why do Sophia wigs look better than Wanda Smith wigs?
Even the
That's a
makeup.
different
Even
thing.
the makeup.
Girl, she look like she's so tough in the face. She makes Sophia look like a woman.
I'm mad at you, Will. I'm
Now-
mad at you.
The word on the street allegedly, wink, wink, according to AJC.com, which is the most trusted source for Atlanta news and media until we came along. Shout out to AJC.com. We'll be over there next to you very, very soon. On an exclusive, Miss Sophia and Wanda Smith of B103 have officially been given their bags to check out.
Oh.
Yeah. Now, this was originally a muted story because it was one of those things where it was kind of like, oh, well, this might happen, it may not happen, but it did happen. They were part of, just in case anyone doesn't know the history behind these two, they were part of the Frank C. original morning show. And they revamped and returned nearly a year ago. Now, Sophia was there previously, left, came back as a part of Wanda Steve's little skit. And I personally think it was because Wanda wasn't really holding her weight, and she needed someone to play off of.
So you think
She
that
was not a
Sophia?
one-woman girl.
So you think that Sophia was put in place to fill in the gaps?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, according to AJC, Smith has been a mainstay at B103 for more than 2 decades, with just a single year off in 2013. So this woman is 20 years on the station. But you know, anything you do too long and don't revamp it gets old.
Right.
Now, originally, just in case no one knew, Wanda Smith was actually a comedian by trade before Frank C. picked her up and got her onto the show. And she was also part of Ryan Cameron's show for most of his morning show during B103. And she would open up for Frank C. and all of that. This is a really, really sad story for me to have to report because I really like Sophia.
But maybe they might give her own show. You think they might come back around and give Sophia her own show? But they had to, you know how some jobs they just vamp out that position and may rehire you back, but they might not come back at the same salary. That's how companies do.
Well, they did say that the host company that came in and bought the station, is a little bit tight with the purse strings. You know, just in case anyone didn't quite get where I'm coming from, the station is now owned by Intercon, which scooped up B103's predecessor, which was actually the owner of CBS Radio in November of 2007. Now, we heard that Intercom isn't quite as generous, again, with the salaries that CBS was. And it also doesn't it does not support remote broadcast. Unlike Interstate Live Radio, where you can actually host your podcast and blog on our platform from the comfort of your own home. Just for the advertisements to get more information. But
Yes, give them the plug. Yes.
Let me plug that shamelessly. They don't support this station. B103 does not support remote broadcast, which used to be a standard feature for B103. Now, anyone that's podcast listeners or people that got their own shows, you understand that you got to have a platform, whether it's Spotify, or you're trying to get on iTunes or whatever. You got to have something to broadcast on. And just to use our station, for example, 101.9 Interstate Live Radio actually broadcasts in 179 countries and over 15 networks currently, and we actually will allow you to broadcast remotely from your home or whatever stationary equipment that you have. We will actually upload it and share it across those platforms immediately for you, and you can actually contact us at radio@interstateliveradio.com for more information about that. But that was a shameless plug. B103 does not allow that anymore, and that's for the new blogger and the new wave of social media presence or social media entity. Anyone that's trying to share their stage, they need to multitask. They can't be coming into a station. So I believe that old school management drove out a new school crew, because anyone that does not understand who Miss Sophia is not a woman. Miss Sophia is a man. So Miss Sophia is a drag queen that represents the LGBT community in a positive light and is very, very comedic on her own and stands on her own. She could do a full show.
Well, how about we get Sophia on 101.9? How about that?
I'm going to reach out to Sophia and see what it is that we can do
Yes.
to get Miss Sophia,
Her own
the
show.
original girl, the original LGBT queen of comedy from the days of track. And anyone that don't understand, I have to say it like that. You can't just say track. You have to say track. Because anyone that remembers track said it like that. Track. Yeah. So, yeah, she was the girl from track back in the day. And Miss Sophia was she was the girl. She was the girl to go to for the comedy. So I'm definitely going to miss her. Sophia does have a wonderful show. She does karaoke on Wednesday at an LGBT club called Mix in Atlanta. So if anyone is in Atlanta, you're visiting for holidays or whatever, and you are in the LGBT community, it's a great show to check out. I gave you a shameless plug, Miss Sophia. I'm going to call you later, girl. Don't play. So I'm just really sad for her. Wanda, I believe it's time for her to retire retire and do something else.
Silly.
And maybe this is her chance. I mean, what do you think, Elena? I mean, do you think everything runs its course?
I think everything does run its course. My personal opinion is that the situation that happened with Cat Williams probably played a big role in it. It could have not been. It could also have been that they were just moving on and trying to get something new. Because as we also read, I read a little bit earlier that they're looking to get a younger woman to replace them with Frank. They're not mentioning who that is going to be, but they're looking to get a younger woman to replace Wanda Smith and Miss Sophia. So I guess they're looking for some more millennial type blood on there, I'm assuming. Because when they say younger, the only thing, because Frank is with a ex with us, or maybe hitting on a baby boomer, I'm not sure. But if the only thing I can see is a millennial that they're trying to get on the station to bring some younger blood into it and to probably get some younger listeners, because V103 does not cater to the younger listener. It caters to the mature listener versus 107.
Like 70.
You know what? I'm not playing with you. Versus the other stations are more, trap music and cater to the younger crowd. And so they're trying to get that younger crowd. So I can see them trying to bring in somebody younger to be able to pull in that younger crowd.
Well, I believe that they're going to go bring in somebody younger, honey, but we're going to talk about all of the foolishness that has unraveled over the year, and we got more coming. We're going to slide over to pay just a few bills. Don't go nowhere. We will be right back.
Listen to this station on your smartphone. Download the app now on Google Play Store.
If you haven't already, subscribe on iTunes. And while you're there, please leave us a rating and review.
Yeah. You know what? I like the players. No diggity, no doubt. Play on, play that. Play on, play that. Yo, Dre, drop the verse.
It's going down, fade to Black Street. The homies got at me, collab creations. Bump like agony, no doubt. I put it down, never slouch. As long as my credit can vouch, a dog couldn't catch me, stay out. Tell me who could stop with Dre making moves, attracting honeys like a magnet, giving them orgasms with my mellow accent. Still moving this flavor with the homies Black Street and Teddy, the original rough shakers.
Shutting it down, good lord. Baby got 'em open all over town. Strictly bitch, you don't play around. Cover much ground, got game by the pound. Getting paid is a forte, each and every day. True play away. I can't get her out of my mind. Wow. I think about the girl all the time. Wow. The east side to the west side, pushing fat rides, it's no surprise. She got tricks in the stash, stacking up the cash, fast when it comes to the gas. By no means average, it's on when she's got to have it. Baby, you're a perfect 10. I wanna get in. Can I get down so I can? I like the way you work it. No diggity. I got to bag it up. Bag it up. I like the way you work it. No diggity. I got to bag it up. Bag it up, girl. I like the way you work it. No diggity. I got to bag it up. Bag it up. I like the way you work it. No diggity. I got to bag it up.
She's got class and style. She knowledge by the pound. Baby, never act wild. Very low key on the profile. Catching feelings is a no. Let me tell you how it goes. Curves the word, spins the verb. Lovers hit curves so freak what you heard. Rolling with the fatness. You don't even know what the half is. You got to pay to play. Just for shorty bang bang to look your way. I like the way you work it. Trump tight all day, every day. You're blowing my mind, maybe in time. Baby, I can get you in my ride.
I like the way you work it. No diggity. I got to bag it up.
Bag it up.
I like the way you work it. No diggity. I got to bag it up.
Oh,
I like the way you work it. No diggity. I got to bag it up.
Bag it up, babe.
I like the way you work it. No diggity. I got to bag it up. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Hey yo, that girl looks good. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Play on, play on, play on. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. You're my kind of girl. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo.
Cause that's my peeps and we roll deep. Flying first class from New York City to Blackstreet. What you know about me? Now don't I'm saying Cartier wooded frame sported by my shorty. As for me, icy gleaming pinky diamond ring. We bees the baddest click up on this scene. Ain't you getting bored with these fake roars? How shows improves, no doubt. I've been thinking so. Please excuse if I come across rude. That's just me, and that's how a player's got to be. Stay kicking game with a capital G. Ask the peoples on my block, I'm as real as can be. Word is born. Faking moves never been my thing. So Teddy, pass the word to your skin Chauncey. I'll be sending a call, let's say around 3:30. Queen Pen and Black Street.
I like the way you work it. No diggity. I got to bag it up. I like the way you work it. No diggity. I got to bag it up. I like the way you work it. No diggity. I got to bag it up. I like the way you work it. No diggity. I got to bag it up. Black Street Productions. We out, ride. We out.
All right, Will.
Ow.
Come on now.
Ow. Driver, would you roll up the partition, please? I don't want you seeing Beyonce on her knees. I don't even know that's what she said.
I sure did. I told you. Didn't I tell you on the break I be messing up words to songs?
Let me tell y'all something. Elena will mess up a song, girl. Don't ask Elena to tell you the words to nothing. Just tell her to look it up and send you a screenshot. Because Elena be done gave you the words to now behold the lamb, honey. You asking her about Trick Daddy. You got to watch her, girl.
It'll be a remix for real.
Okay, a remix, baby. Okay. Now, speaking of remixes, honey, I didn't get to the story of the hour, but I got to give a huge, humongous, big gavel wielding, congressional hair, orange kind of red dress wearing baby mother of mine in my previous life if I had been white in the 30s. Shout out to Miss Nancy Pelosi, baby.
All right.
Who was elected the Speaker of the House of Representatives. Representatives, baby, for the Democratic Party. Can I get a hand clap, Elena?
Yes, yes, yes.
Baby, this is a long time coming. I have to savor the moment. I had to take a little sip of my wine because this tastes so good to roll off of my tongue to say Nancy Pelosi, Speaker of the House of Representatives, baby. She was sworn in and they handed her her gavel, Elena.
Wow.
Oh, yes. And just in case anyone does not know how important this is, this means that Nancy Pelosi, who is a Democrat,
Okay. Yes.
and the Democrats have taken back over the House of Representatives.
Yes, they have. Yes, they have.
Let me give you all a few things that make this relevant. Overall mother / Auntie Maxine Waters is more than likely going to be the chairman of the Finance Committee. Why is that important? I'm glad you asked. That means that anything financially related, that has to do with bank liens, mortgage processes, anything that is going on in the financial industry. These are things that have been troubling. Tax cuts to wealthy and no tax cuts to the middle class. Anything that has been sworn in under the pen, the ballpoint blue pen of the orange and tangerine himself is about to be flipped back because the house has been taken over. This is the scariest that the tangerine has ever been.
Yes,
in his life.
He's not as high as mighty as he was in the beginning. he's been a little bit quiet. I haven't been watching his Twitter account lately, but he's been quiet lately.
It's been very quiet. He did bust into a press conference where he was supposed to announce give his congratulations, but of course he came in with border security behind him saying, I'm sorry, I was in a meeting with border security and border patrol, and we were talking about how influential this is. This wall is so necessary and blah, blah, blah. And I want to bring them out so they could, blah, blah, blah. And they all standing there looking like, baby, 3 dysfunctional peas in a pod. Everybody's completely unbothered in the room. And nobody's taking heed to it. So, shout out to Nancy, because Nancy is about to wreck the house. Already, a few things that have been done in less than 12 business hours of Pelosi and the Democrats taking over the House. The tax returns, 10 years of Donald Trump have been ordered.
Oh, I can't wait to see these.
Have been ordered.
Oh,
yes. 10 years of tax returns have been ordered. The Financial Service Committee has already received a letter from Auntie Maxine saying that their business practices and the way they do business and their loan procedures are out of order. She needs to get a summons of everything that is going on in the business district for a certain period of time, which I don't have that amount of time. But basically, she is reviewing the financial business practices of the financial district of the people that are issuing the loan. This is about to be a really, 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 really entertaining time.
It's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting.
And you know what, Elena? I think I'm going to do a separate show tomorrow, all politics. I think I want to do all politics. And I want to call it the Democrats Bring Hell to 1600.
Love it. Love it.
Yes, hell at 1600, according to the Democrats. Oh, yeah, because this is about to go down.
Hell at 1600. Yes, I love it. Love it.
Yeah. Now, speaking of dumb people, there's a black Republican by the name of Star Parker. And shout out to Star Parker. I just want to let you know, Star, that I personally feel that you are a stain on the African American community. You are horrible. disgusting, and for you to claim that mantle and be that stupid and actually hold a chair in anything other than Rib It Up is a farce and a far cry of what our judicial system is all about. He is a black Republican who suggested that poor white people are watching porn instead of looking for a job.
Oh.
Yeah. He said that they ain't got no job because they watching porn.
Oh. And that should tell those individuals how they see them. Because they were all gung-ho for the Republican Party, all gung-ho for Donald Trump. And Donald Trump has said many times, has said things to humiliate that particular area of people. Said he loved dumb white folks in the country. He have said it before. And just to have this gentleman say that they are, instead of them finding jobs, they can't find a job because they're too busy watching porn. It speaks volumes. And I don't see how they don't get it, how they view them. They don't view them as being valuable.
Well, they're not. What I don't think the Republicans understand, and this is why this is a valuable conversation to anyone that has an IQ above 50, which half of the people that we're talking about don't. This shortage of food stamps and privileges and WIC and housing assistance vouchers and all of this, guess what, sweetie? You're not hurting blacks with this.
You're not.
70% of the people that you're hurting are your own fan base. And I use the word fan base instead of constituents or voters because they are a fan base. Because anyone that has no teeth and one TV to share between 10 people in a trailer park that will get out in droves to vote for a man that has gold walls and gold jewelry hanging off of the ceiling of his penthouse while you eat cans of sardines, honey. You are a fan. You are not a constituent and you are not a serious voter. So shout out to all of my trailer hugging people of no color with no melanin. You have been duped. You need to turn Democrat and get yourself together. Now, according to that, just to follow the story, give y'all a bit more insight. According to News One, Star Parker was on Fox and Friends and was asked to explain why the food stamp rolls had decreased under the Trump administration compared to when our real president, Father Barack Obama, was in the White House. Parker, who is the founder and president of the conservative think tank, named the Center of Urban Renewal of Education, pointed and said that the economy was doing well. She added that Trump also was an admirer of the recipients of the Supplemental Nutrition Program, aka food stamps, benefits, and work. She said that these guys are doing well, but the only thing they're doing is sitting around, probably watching porn. This is what they think of you.
Wow.
Poor white America.
That should be an eye-opener for someone to not even...
out of your trailer park.
Yeah.
Hey, put down those booth phones and go to the polling booth and vote Democrat.
And you know what? Just to look at both sides, there's some of us that think the exact same way as some of them in the trailer park. So for those who are also who thought that he was going to do something for you, this is an eye-opener. This is an eye-opener. At this point, I don't look at it as a black and white thing. I look at it as a people thing because he looks at people based on the amount of money they have in their pockets and a certain value and a certain status, economic status. If you don't have that economical status that he considered to be valuable, he doesn't think nothing of you. The middle class or who it may be, he thinks nothing of you.
Well, and he is letting them know exactly how he feels about them. And I hope they are paying attention because, in the words of my auntie, Maya Angelou, when people tell you who they are, believe them the first time. Wait a minute, I don't think y'all understood that. She said, when people show you who they are, believe them. But right after that, she said the first time. Yeah, because Trump said in an interview almost 15 years ago that if he was to ever run for president, that he would run as a Republican because they would believe anything because they're stupid.
Wow.
This was a recorded conversation that was released by CNN. And y'all still went out and voted for him. Huh?
Still went out and voted.
That bright, honey.
They did. He made a mockery of this whole democracy. He has made a mockery of the entire United States government, and to where we are being laughed at by other countries, that they look at us as just I would love to be a fly on the wall in some of these meetings with these prime ministers and people who are of certain status in all these other countries to hear what they have to say about the United States of America. And I know they are cracking up laughing to where there are countries who have banned him. How many presidents you know have been banned from not being able to come to a country? Okay. They have banned him from coming to the country. I don't think I can even name any of our presidents who have been banned from going to specific countries. Donald Trump has been banned.
I don't even know too many people that have been banned, girl.
Oh my God. But we have a leader of our world who cannot step into a country because he's been banned, or will probably not even be respected in a meeting with international leaders because they see him as a joke, a pure joke.
Well, honey, people see you as what you are. Okay? Now, speaking of a joke, shout out to my my brother Usher.
You are silly.
Because while everybody else was swarming under the Democratic and Republican Party, honey, according to Instinct Magazine, honey, and a few other sources, New Zimbabwe also reported it, that Usher has divorced his wife while he is still fighting the STI lawsuit with the unidentified man for the alleged herpes, whatever it is.
Wait. Go back. You said unidentified man?
Oh, yes. There's an unidentified man. Not woman. Man.
Oh.
Yeah. And it is an STI lawsuit. I know people are used to hearing the word STD.
Okay, yeah.
STD means sexually transmitted
disease. Yes.
STI means sexually transmitted infection.
Oh.
Yes. So herpes is considered an infection.
Why is it an infection and not a disease?
Now that I don't know, because that is a little bit out of my depth. But I can do a little bit of research and come back to you. Okay? Okay. Now, according to Instinct Magazine, Usher and his wife decided to end their 3-year marriage with the help of Sia Mambata. Mambata is the same attorney that Usher used for his custody battle with his other ex-wife, Tamika Foster.
Right.
The two broke up earlier this year and released the following joint statement. It's a joint statement to the press. After much thought, I'm going to read it in the joint statement voice. After much thought and consideration, we have mutually decided to separate as a couple. We remain deeply connected, loving friends who continue supporting each other through the next phase of our lives. The enormous amount of love and respect that we have for each other will only increase as we move forward. That's Swahili for Usher's still gonna give me some money on the side when I need some money, so I'm not gonna really just smash him like that because I ain't really got those in band.
Yeah, I'm not gonna mess up my coins.
Right, because I speak Swahili. So I wanted to translate that for the listening audience because I speak Swahili and I know y'all don't speak it. Yeah. Now, as far as getting back to the complaint from the man, yeah, the original complaint was combined with 2 other complaints from unidentified women. Now, Jane Doe, wink wink, shared in the file complaint that she and Usher had 2 sexual encounters, uncondomized. The complaint also alleged that the woman became pregnant with twins who were later stillborn, i.e., by the way, herpes was still on your children. Yeah. Then at the start of December, John Doe dropped demands for the singer's medical record. This when you know somebody's serious, baby. He didn't say I'm gonna sue you. He said, let me get the medical.
So do they have to release their medical records? That's interesting.
Well, here's the thing. Now, according to a previous story that I read, and I don't have it in front of me, John Doe actually had the records released, and a judge ordered Usher to release those records. Now, I'm going to have to be more specific about that. So let me just say allegedly, because I don't have the specifics on that in front of me right now, but I will get that for another show, and I will revisit this.
Yes,
now,
please.
John Doe said that he and Usher had sex in a spa in Los Angeles, Koreatown, honey.
Oh.
And the complaint alleges that they had a sexual encounter, honey, and it was swift, and it was in the little bathhouse, and it was
in a spa.
Yeah, it was a complete exposure to the STI.
So basically, they just met at a spa, or they met up at the spa?
No, I think they met at a spa, not hooked up, like intentionally met at a spa. See, you know, LA is a very, I feel it right now. So let's get on it, kind of city.
Okay.
Very much like Atlanta and DC and every other doggone city in the world. But that spa was probably one of those spas that are not really a spa, it's more like a bathhouse.
Okay.
And Usher slid in there, honey, under a baseball cap and a fur, honey, and slid in, honey.
Did you say a baseball cap and a fur in LA?
Girl, he probably slid in there, a baseball cap and a fur, girl, trying to be inconspicuous.
You silly.
Honey, these queens need to stop. Just come out of the closet, sweetie, and just put condoms on, because if this herpelization that you got going on.
Wait. Go, I can't even let you bypass that word. I cannot let you bypass that word. What was that, Will?
The herpelization of it all, girl. So you have to see, listen, when you not sure of something, girl, see, when you put ization, let me give y'all a little ebonics lesson, okay? When you put ization of it all at the end, that means it is a situation that is constantly unfolding. So you have to just say what the situation is and just put ization of it all. Example, like I slept with this girl, man, and when I tell you, I woke up and I was burning, and when I tell you the burning penis station of it all, which is amazing. The burning penis station of it all. Yeah, you have to break it down, like, because people don't really get it, and then that's the way for you to like skirt it and really make them understand.
You know what? I can't with you.
I'm just trying to live my life. Listen, I don't make the news, people. I just report it. And speaking of the burning sensations, honey, Andy Cohen, our good sister, is getting slammed again on social media for his New Year's Eve hosting gigs, honey.
Oh, Lord.
With my ex-husband, honey.
Who is
Anderson
that?
Cooper. So, apparently social media is pissed again that they don't seem to enjoy Andy Cohen hosting the CNN New Year's party. Now, Andy, by the way, just in case no one knows, Andy replaced Kathy Griffin last year after the redheaded comedian got herself into a whole bunch of trouble, with the head of the Tangerine, saying that, why don't she behead him and all that. So she had a little situation where the feds was investigating her and all kind of stuff. So it just turned into a debacle. So, CNN had to distance themselves from her for the New Year's show, which she had been hosting for a few years.
Right.
Now, of course, when Andy Cohen hit a brick wall and then taken the place of Kathy Griffin. You know Kathy Griffin got on Twitter and kiki. Okay? And I quote, she said, I wish I could have been at CNN on New Year's Eve with my hubby Anderson Cooper, but they got that lame dork Andy Cohen instead. Oh well, the ratings are going to continue to drop without me there.
Oh.
And I can honestly say I adore Andy Cohen. I think he is amazing, but I think Andy is a great producer.
Yes,
I
that's
don't think
Andy
that
from
he
Bravo,
should be
right?
going-
That's who we're talking. Andy Bravo, Andy, right?
Yeah, Andy from Bravo.
Yes.
I think he's a great producer. I think that he has great ideas. I think that he has a great eye for talent and a great eye for show ideas and stuff like that. But I just don't think that for the show that he needs to be doing this. I do think that he needs to stick to what his original plan was. His original plan, allegedly, from what I hear, was that he was trying to get next to my husband, Anderson Cooper. So that's what he should be doing. He should be trying to date, not dig. Okay?
Oh, so those two are an item, or he's trying
They're
to.
not an item, but I'm gay and I know the signs.
Oh.
And I just believe that Anderson is trying to get him a little, Andy Cohen is trying to get him a little taste of Anderson Cooper. Now, Anderson Cooper is a handsome, good-looking man. And he's never really been a person, even though, by the way, Andy Cohen and Anderson Cooper are both openly gay, as well as my brother-in-law and my other love of my life in my head, Don Lemon. They are all openly gay. They're all LGBT identifying. And they are, for you to only be going, like, trying to get close to that one specific one, it kind of makes me wonder. And then I see their interaction, how he talks to him, and, oh, you know this, and just, oh, yeah, it's just so cozy. It's just so cozy. I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, how do you feel? I mean, do you think I'm just like overstepping it?
No, I mean, if that, I don't look at it that way. I don't know. So, I mean, if you're paying attention to that situation, then that might be what you see. You could have hit the hammer on the nail. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea. I always wanted to know who has ever dated Andy Cohen, because you never ever see him mention anybody that he's with. So I mean,
he's so private.
Yeah, he's very, very private. He's in everybody else's business, but he keeps his business up under the covers.
Andy is very private, but on top of Andy being very private, Andy Cohen is very private, but the other one is even more so private.
Isn't that funny, though? That's like ironic for a person who produces reality shows to where he expects everybody to tell all their business, but his business is nowhere in the streets.
Well, I know that it's one of those things, like with Anderson Cooper, he's never been. Don Lemon came out on CNN and became the openly LGBT representing co-host of CNN, so that put a certain standard for him. Andy Cohen came out by mistake on his own What Happens Next series, where somebody was asking about a guy, and he was like, oh yeah, I would date him if something, it just came out. But Anderson Cooper has always been known to be gay, but he never talks about it, because he's one of those people just like, it's not your business.
Right.
I'm a great reporter, so I'm going to report the news. And if you happen to know that I'm gay, then good for you. But I'm a great reporter. I'm here to report.
Right.
Yeah. So that's what I feel. It's just one of those things. I mean,
wow, that right there, that's interesting right there. I mean, to hear all that.
Speaking of keeping your business to yourself, honey. Madonna, I love you, sis.
Oh,
I love you. You are an LGBT super rights activist, girl. I love you. I live you. You're everything. But Madonna decided to put on a performance at Stonewall Inn, honey. A pop-up performance at Stonewall Inn, girl. One of the, and just in case anyone doesn't know, the Stonewall Inn is one of the most iconic and historical gay bars in the world, okay? And she decided to do a pop-up show at the Stonewall Inn, which is in the West Village in New York. Anybody want to go there because you want to see if it's on the 1 train, girl. It's right off Christopher Street, right? I mean, get off the exit right there. It's lovely club. But she decided to pop up and do an engagement with girl. Everybody noticed something was a little different about Madonna. The camera zoomed over and saw her from the side, girl, and she was looking like Kim Kardashian, girl. Madonna has went and got her some booty installed.
Yes. Or a booty pad. What was that?
Girl, don't nobody pay.
It was a bad job. Let's put it that way. It was a bad job. She went to somebody in the hood and got them injections in the hotel room.
Girl, she went and took a whole sofa and put it in her pants, girl. She put a whole silicone sofa in her pants.
Oh my
and
God.
I absolutely adore Madonna. But I just think that, honey, at some age, you just say, you know what? I came, I reigned, I am the queen, and listen, I'm just going to relax. You don't have to be like Nicki Minaj, honey, and just not give up. Just give up, sis. You had it again, girl. You created.
Oh yeah, she's always gonna be. She's iconic, so she didn't even have to. She's not even on the. Nicki Minaj is not even on the level of Madonna. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. But see, Nicki Minaj need to understand that she's over with, so she needs to just chill out and just do her radio show and just chill out. That's what she needs to do. Okay.
Nicki, you can come over here with your radio show, baby. We got you.
Right. And instead of just being on iTunes, you could be on 14 Network.
How about that? How about that? We got you, Nicki.
We'll give you the first 2 months free, sis. Come on over, girl. Give us a call. Guys, well, you can host Queen Radio over here. But listen, if you want more news, the gossip is only going to get worse and worse and worse and worse as I give you all the gossip and the foolishness from Atlanta Housewives. Again, how Andy Cohen got slammed, as well as a pro wrestler that came out again. I'm not going to tell you his name. You got to stay tuned. We'll be right back. We need to pay just a few bills. And I'll be right back to talk to you about all the foolishness, baby.
Is the hottest radio station.
We don't stop the music.
More music.
We need to warn people.
Last night I
hit station in town.
Spread the word by leaving a rating and review on iTunes.
Driver road the partition plate. I'm about to tell these good stories. I'm about to get in the middle of this mess. I'm about to tell you more for less. Oh, but I was rapping, girl.
You had that.
You should have kept the beat going. I was on a roll, honey. Okay? Next stop, Love and Hip Hop.
Will I say?
You will I say, girl. They could put me on Love and Hip Hop. They put everybody else on there with no talent. That's really not the point. That wasn't the point that I was even making. This is what happens when I get on the phone with Elena. She makes me messy, and she makes me stir up the mess.
Rational. It's all me. Okay, I'll take it.
It's Elena. It's completely Elena. Okay. Now, of course, I know you all returned for the mess. And I would be completely dishonest to not give it to you straight up. So here we go. I'm single again and ready to mingle. That ain't even the way the song, girl. Anyway.
What song is that?
That's Trina, girl. You remember Trina's song? I'm single again and something.
No, just go here. I'm living a single yeah. Life.
Well, shout out to Single Life, Tony Braxton, baby. Okay? Tony Braxton and Birdman had broke up for the new year, honey. Yeah. But Tony Braxton shocked fans back in 2017 when she first confirmed that she and Cash Money CEO Birdman were an item. Okay? Now, reportedly, setting a deadline for 2019 for a wedding, apparently Braxton and Birdman have decided to just, break up and part ways. I do think this was a great publicity stunt. I do think she needed a little boost into the media. I think he needed a little boost into the media. I believe that she was just what he needed to get him, to revive him and freshen his life back up. But I think he just needs to go back to what he was doing, kissing boys.
What?
Oh.
Where did that come from?
you missed the last 5 years when he was kissing Lil Wayne in the mouth.
Well, that's his son, though, Will. That's his son.
Oh, that's his child. That's his son.
Yes, he adopted Wayne. He adopted Wayne when he was young. He adopted Wayne before he was even 18. That's been his son.
Honey,
yeah.
When men get pubic hair, you stop kissing them in the mouth.
Okay.
I'm sorry. He too old. That's a grown.
But think about it. In other cultures, they kiss each other in the mouth, and they are not gay.
Well, I ain't say he was gay. I just said he was kissing them in the mouth. However you want to take it. I didn't say he was gay. But if it walked like a duck, and it quacked like a duck, and somebody else said it was a duck, you know what, Elena? It might, just might, be a duck.
It might be a goose.
It may be a goose, but a goose is a different kind of duck. Speaking of a duck, honey, we thought for a minute that Tiffany Haddish, baby, was going to be ducking glasses and all kind of stuff, honey, because Tiffany Haddish has bombed, honey, on New Year's Eve, honey, at her sold out show.
All right. Let's give her a hand clap. Oh, bombed. Oh.
Tiffany, listen. Call and do the interview with me, girl. Don't do it with Atlanta, girl. She was about to chill, girl. Girl. Now,
wait, what happened? Well, you gotta explain it. You can't say bomb and then I'm so used to hitting this button, giving everybody hand claps. I didn't really pay attention.
Girl, you be ready to clap for somebody? Oh my God. Well, apparently, according to a few people, honey, Tiffany Haddish had a sold-out show on New Year's Day, and the show didn't quite go as well as she thought it was going to be. As a matter of fact, according to Jezebel magazine and a few other entities, she forgot some of her jokes. She messed up some of the other ones. She ultimately, she got to the point where she messed up the night so bad that she apologized and just went and bought her some drinks and sat down with the fans and got drunk.
You know what? They said Cat Williams was talking about her bad, but look how it's all unfolds. Remember when Cat said it on the Frankie Ski and Wanda show about Tiffany Haddish and stand-up comedy? That was one of his. He said it. He said it. He said she does not compare to all of the comedians because of her stand-up. And Cat, they try to go in on Cat about saying something about Tiffany Haddish, but what happened?
Well, see, here's the thing. What people were going in on Cat Williams about is they going in on the Cat Williams that they seen on TV right now getting locked up.
Yeah.
But guess what? Cat Williams can get out of jail tonight and sell out a show tomorrow.
He sure can.
Because Cat Williams is Cat Williams. It's like Puff Daddy. There's something about him that we just love him. And people love Cat Williams. And Cat Williams is a veteran.
Yes.
Just like Monique, who is now doing a tenure. We need to give her a hand clap.
Yes.
She's doing a full tenure in Las Vegas, honey.
Yes.
A full show, honey. People talking about her. What she did, what happened, really was going on. Cat Williams, don't get in the ring with him if you're not ready to get knocked out or if you're not ready to have a real fight with you. Because Cat is a real comedian.
Mm-hmm.
He's from that Steve Harvey, D.L. Hewley, some more. That
they are before social media where they didn't have they couldn't practice or record it a couple of times before they put it online. They had to be funny on the spot.
Yeah, from that Lisa Lampanelli area.
Yes.
From that area, the Queen of Mean. Shout out to Lisa Lampanelli. I love her with a skinny self. She was fat for a minute, but she's skinny now, girl. You went and got you a lap band surgery. We see you.
You know what?
Back then, what people don't realize, it wasn't no take one, take two, take three. When you got on Def Jam and you was Martin Lawrence, or you was Ricky Smiley, or you was that's why Ricky Smiley got so many props, because he was making it when it was hard to be a comedian. David Chappelle, these dudes that hit the stage, and you got to make them laugh now.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no cut in between commercials. You can't re-prep your jokes. Martin Lawrence was getting on stage just doing it. Everybody's not going to be, a Eddie Murphy. Everybody's not going to be that. Or a Cat Williams, for the sake of this conversation. Like, Cat Williams is an icon. He never stopped doing comedy.
Right.
He said, I will always do comedy, just like Steve Harvey will always do comedy. Because that's his base. That's who he is.
Mm-hmm.
Tiffany Haddish is a great actress. That's what she should have focused on. She's a comedic actress.
Right.
Like, what's the heavyset girl who did Identity Theft?
I know you're talking about. Yeah.
She is not a comedian. She is a really funny actress.
Right.
And Sandra Bullock, if you put her in the right script, is funny. Tyler Perry is funny, but he's scripted funny.
Exactly. And
people have to know the difference between scripted funny and funny. Cat Williams can get on stage with no script and nothing prepared and roast everybody in the audience for 2 hours.
Yeah. And even more so, some of the comedians that do stand-up, their comedy is script, but they know how to get off the script and make it funny. Tiffany probably was trying to focus more on remembering her lines like a script, like in a movie, that she got in front of all those people. You got to realize it's a difference between being in front of a camera and being in front of thousands of millions of whatever people in one room. All these eyes are looking at you and waiting for you to make them laugh.
And here's the thing. There's something about doing comedy, and this is something that, you know, and I don't profess myself to be a comedian, but I'm very swift and quick with words. Things come to me. That is a natural skill. You can't really train somebody to be that. That's built into your personality.
Right.
And this is one of those things, a lot of kids that grew up being bullied and being attacked, like Kevin Hart. He was bullied for being small. Now he has made a career out of, I'm small and I accept it, I love it, and I'm going to make so many jokes about it that it's not funny when you say it anymore.
Right.
And he has even named some of his shows like It's Little Me and all of that. Like, he has taken the things that people talked about and tried to belittle him with and turned it into something. Tiffany Haddish took a big, bad situation that she grew up in and turned it into a doggone 3-4 movies and some series and some channels. Tiffany, girl, if you're listening, sis, stay in your lane, sis. Be a comedian in the studio.
And she's good with branding, because now she has the Tiffany Haddish Lowry seasoning.
Exactly. And you know what? Here's the thing. And people said about the Lowry seasoning that it was very racist that she would take something like that. Listen, people that don't understand branding, let me explain something to you. If you fat and famous, take a contract with Weight Watchers, okay? If you skinny and sexy and you dumb, take a contract with H&M for bikinis. You have to understand what you are good for. You cannot be fat and be a trainer. You cannot be ugly and do makeup tutorials. You can't have bad teeth and do a dental commercial. You have to know your lane. This is a hood girl who grew up with grandmamas that was cooking greens and macaroni and cheese, and she was a hood girl from the trap. This is what she knows and understands. And people, when she say this Lowry season so good, they gonna believe her when she say it in their voice. Y'all believe me? This good? Because you could imagine her sprinkling that on some pork chops.
Mm-hmm.
Stick in the lane that makes sense.
That's what I'm talking about.
And that's a free branding advice.
Right.
For everyone that thinks that it's inappropriate.
So my suggestion, Tiffany, had is stay, like you said, stay in your lane. Stay in the positions or in the places that you're good at. But I'm gonna say this: the first time I saw Tiffany Haddish, she was in a comedian competition. I think it was called The Last Man Standing or The Last Comedian Standing, and it was hosted by I can't think of the guy's name. It was Rodney Perry and the other guy that's a comedian. I can't think of his name right now. Tall, skinny, and it was on TV One, and she won. I think she won that competition. And so that's where she came from, where I first saw Tiffany Haddish, and she came from doing stand-up. And she was really funny on that stand-up comedy show. So I guess, but it was a TV show, so she was able to practice, her lines or whatever. And they only had a short period of time to do entertainment. So I guess having your own full stand-up, but she's done it before. I've seen her do some other things that were longer than that. So I don't know. Maybe she was rusty. I don't know, but I'm just going to say Cat Williams said it. He said it.
I believe that people have good days and bad days.
Yeah.
I just believe that she went up there, she wasn't prepared, and she got her butt handed to her. And it's as simple as that.
Yeah, I agree. And that probably was her bad day, because everybody does have a bad day. I mean, so I agree. So I know she's going to bounce back from it, because I'm pretty sure she got more movies and more branding, sponsorship opportunities in the work. Because she got Groupons and a couple of other more things. So I think she's the first person to be the spokesperson for Groupons.
And she needs to, because she's the kind of girl that love a discount.
Yep, and she got that because she talked about how she took Jada and Will out in New Orleans on a excursion, I think a swamp excursion, by utilizing a Groupon. And because she told that story, Groupon called her and was like, hey, we need you to be the sponsor. Because she talks about using the Groupon, and Jada talk about this girl really did use a Groupon. And I guess that was when they were shooting the actual show. Girl, what's the name of the show? The movie they were doing. They're about to do a part 2 that was shot in New Orleans. It's Girlfriends. What was it called? She was real funny. I can't think of the name of the movie, but it was real funny. But they were shooting that in New Orleans because it was shot during the Essence Fest. And so she took Will and Jada out on a swamp excursion and used a Groupon. And because of that story she told, and then you had Jada Pinkett Smith and Will backing it, Groupon, she landed a deal with Groupons.
And that's why you got to give people shout outs as much as possible. So Groupon, call me, because I used Groupon to book a His and His spa 2 weeks ago in Cancun.
All right.
Holler at me. Shoot, I needed that $49 special. How you doing? Now, speaking of Groupon, honey, and booking massages, honey, R. Kelly is back in the news, honey.
Oh, Lord. When is he not in the news?
Aaliyah's mother, now this is the story that just keeps giving you more and more juice. Aaliyah's mother denies that R. Kelly's backup singer is telling the truth about the relationship between Aaliyah and R. Kelly. Diane Halton, who is Aaliyah's mother, said that the singer allegedly, somebody's reporting that they allegedly had a sexual relationship, which is R. Kelly, when she was just 15 and it was illegal. Now, according to E! Online, the former backup performer named Javante Cunningham alleged in a new Lifetime documentary entitled Surviving R. Kelly that he saw Aaliyah and the rapper having sex. At the time of the supposed encounter, R. Kelly was 27 and Aaliyah was 15. In the first episode, Cunningham described that she reportedly witnessed between the two the sex on while they was on tour. And this is how she said it. She said, we was out on the road with Aaliyah, and we was on our tour bus. You know, I'm reading it the way she was saying in the movie. We was out on our tour bus, and there's really, on the tour bus, there's no confirmed spaces. And when you get on the bus, there are bunks, and these bunks have little curtains that you could pull to the right or to the left at night. And if you don't want anybody to see that you're sleeping. So she laughed and kikied a little bit, and basically, long story short, said that they were having sex, and blah, blah, blah. Now, Aaliyah's mom is saying, basically in her own words, that Aaliyah really, the only thing she ever wanted out of her life was to be able to share her talent and her singing with the world. And all of this is just an embarrassment to her family, blah, 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 que sera, sera. But when you pawn your child out of 15 and you want to go on the road with them, honey, this is what happens, sis.
But I thought a story came. Yeah, you're right. I thought a story came out that they had got married when she was like 13 or 14 or 15, one of them teenage years. That R. Kelly and her had actually went to the Justice of Peace and got married, but of course, it was because she was underage. It wasn't legal. But there was stories out there that they had originally went to go get married.
Now that story was alleged, because that story wasn't proved either.
Okay.
Now, speaking of people that's alleged, that's backstabbing, let's slide on over. Shout out to you, Miss Cassie. We see you, girl. Diddy has reported that he feels betrayed by Cassie's relationship because he said that Cassie slept with their trainer, and that is the reason they broke up.
Oh.
Yes. Now, Alex, who is the sexy little trainer, was assigned to train Cassie over the last year.
Okay.
Now, according to Love B. Scott, Diddy and Cassie broke up, and they were seeing the model Jocelyn Chu when Cassie's rep confirmed at the time that they had broken up for a few months. Now, Diddy's sources, some sources around Diddy, told TMZ that they believe Cassie and Alex got together prior to the split, but sources close to Alex deny it. But Diddy said that he thought it was the case, allegedly. Now, Cassie was with Diddy. By the way, this was no fly-by-night thing for all the people that think this was a quickie. Cassie was with Diddy for 11 years, and not once has she been linked to another man. So the idea of this kind of happening all of a sudden, she's cheating, kind of caught everybody off guard. But it does sound like to us, apparently, and according to Love B. Scott too, that she just got fed up and just moved on.
Exactly. Shame on you, Diddy, for making that girl wait for 11 years and you didn't even propose or marry this girl. I would have moved on too. What woman is going to say, besides some people I do know, but 11 years, a beautiful young lady. He met her when she was in her 20s. 11 years, she's probably her 30s now. You took all of her youth, didn't even marry her or do any of that nature, even secure a relationship. I would have moved on too. Okay?
And I think it's only reasonable that she moved on. I don't think that, honey, I would be with somebody for 2 years and we ain't married. I'm 42 years old. I'm keeping it real with myself. And I know that I ain't fit to just be your cut buddy.
For 11 years. Okay? 11. That's a decade. A decade and a year.
Elena, I don't have anything that I'd have had 11 years.
That is crazy.
That's not attached to my body, okay? I ain't had nothing 11 years, especially a person or an unconfirmed relationship.
A car even breaks down after 10 years or less.
Baby, I just don't understand. Like, what do people think that just because you rich and you in the limelight, that you can just keep buying dresses, girl, and it's gonna be okay?
I don't know, and I think it has to do with the caliber of women that he chooses. He chooses women that are hungry to be in the industry, hungry to be famous, hungry to make it. They're young, naive, and at that time when he gets them as being young and naive and hungry to be successful, that's where he can mentally, because to really get a woman to do some things for you, you get into their heads mentally. So he got into her head mentally until she realized she grew up a little bit more and maybe had somebody talking to her, maybe some older women in the industry like, look, or she probably saw how he did, I don't know, Kim Porter and some of the other women that he was with and realized he didn't marry none of his baby mamas. So she probably is looking at all of that, not taking away from Diddy's talent. He's talented, a good businessman, but to look at his patterns of relationships, the only woman he's really asked for hand in marriage was Jennifer Lopez, where he flew Luther Vandross and an orchestra to Australia when she was filming for a movie to marry her, ask her hand in marriage, and she told him no. So that was the only person that I am aware of, if you know any, please let me know, that he has asked for their hand in marriage. I don't know any other woman he has ever asked.
No comment.
So I don't know of any other woman. So, I mean, and he had, 2 baby mamas by then when he asked her, and he didn't marry none of them. So I'm like, it's I don't know. To me, I don't know what he could be looking for. I mean, it's not my business, but it is curious to know what is he looking for, because he had beautiful women that he's had children by. I'm pretty sure he think they're worthy enough to have his kids. They should be worthy enough to at least be married out. And none of the women that he chooses are women that would not be marriage material. So I don't understand why. Maybe it's something in him internally that's an issue. It has to be him. Oh, okay. So, but we only know of one that he has asked for hand in marriage, and that was Jennifer Lopez.
In my shady Wendy Williams voice.
How
you doing? You know what's going on, Diddy. Give me a call, honey. Okay, well, speaking of the Wendy Williams, how you doing? Shout out to my sister, Wendy Williams, because Wendy has been going through it.
Oh.
To anybody that don't know, Wendy Williams' husband allegedly, her and her husband are allegedly in the middle of a breakup.
Yeah, Kevin.
Big Kevin, yes, Kevin, her manager, aka Yo Sugar Baby, are going through a breakup. Now, here's the thing. A new story has, on top of everything, Wendy Williams' husband, aka manager, aka Sugar Baby, is selling a home that he has shared with his alleged mistress among baby rumors. Now, first, let me delve into the story, and then I'm going to give you a little bit of my own personal commentary on this. Because, see, this is the problem for me. Wendy Williams' husband, Kevin Hunter, is selling a home that he purchased and allegedly shares with his mistress. Now, according to Radar Online, Wendy, who is 54, has been married to Lil Kevin, who is 46, since 1997. They have vehemently denied in any reports that Hunter impregnated Sharina Hudson. We actually have her name now, Sharina Hudson.
Yeah.
And she is a woman who was accused of having a 10-year affair with Lil Kevin.
Okay.
I'm going to call him Lil Kevin.
Why you keep calling him Lil Kevin? Why is he Lil Kevin Will?
I'm just going to call him Lil Kevin, girl, because when you act like a boy, I'm going to call you one.
Okay, I get it.
Any man that wants a woman that wants a wife will accept the responsibility, and it's okay to be with just one woman or be with one man or one person. Stop being nasty, okay? Now, Lil Kevin allegedly is accused of having a 10-year affair with this little girl. Now, Radar Online has uncovered a 3,800 square foot home that Hunter purchased for his secret live-in girlfriend. And now the home is mysteriously on the market for much less than it was originally bought for. Now, Radar Online obtained the information that the home was purchased in 2016 for $765,000. You don't buy your side chick no $765,000 house. That's how you get caught.
What?
Radar learned that the listing price was $719,000, which they took $46,000 off on the listing price. Now, a source exclusively revealed that Radar that Hunter and Hudson, the side chica, have 100% moved out of the home, and just a few pieces of clothing and items are in it. Now, here's the thing. You done put your mistress up in a 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom home, which with walk-in closet, large master bathroom suite, walk-in attic, a basement, 9-foot ceiling. And you cheating on your wife? If you cheating on your wife, honey, you put her in a 2-bedroom apartment in her own name. Okay? Here's the thing. I understand trust. And Wendy, girl, I watch Wendy on YouTube every day. I love me some Wendy. But let me tell you something, Wendy. While you talk about everybody else's business,
yeah.
Like the old women say, make sure you sweep your floor, or you come sweep mine.
Yeah.
I felt the Holy Ghost right there.
Yeah.
You gotta sweep your floor, sis. See, you ain't did no housekeeping in so long, girl. You ain't been sweeping your floor. How in the, I'm sorry, Elena, there's no other way for me to say, how in the hell has somebody purchased a $765,000 house on the side and you didn't see it?
Exactly. Like, where is this money? Like, where is he hiding this money? That would be my question. Like, where are you hiding this money? How do I not know that my husband purchased this home and I am not aware of it? Like, and I would fire my CPA because I know she has one. I would fire my financial people because they should be keeping account of this. That lets me know she has her husband running all of her business to where he was able to hide so much stuff. So it's
my thing is this, Elena. Even on top of that, I understand that you doing it and you doing dirt like that. But see, guess what? She is the breadwinner 100%. The Wendy Williams show, if it were not on the air, he wouldn't have nothing to manage.
Right, exactly.
So basically, he worked for her. So basically, you work for me and you using the money that I pay in salary, which is basically, you ain't really, she probably ain't paying him nothing. He just got access to all the accounts because they married. You got that. So basically, that just tells me two things. That tells me she's not paying attention to what's going on, and it also tells me that she got way more money than she's paying.
That's true.
Because, baby, I think I do all right, Elena. For $750,000, I think I would notice.
I would notice that too. That should have came up even when they filed taxes. All that paperwork should come up because they are married. That's why I said I would fire my CPA. I would clean house when it comes to my finances. Because how in the world I do not know this? And what I'm assuming, Will, and I'm not going to speak on anybody's marriage. I think she probably knew. And it, with it coming out now, she's embarrassed about it. I think she already knew. A woman knows when a man is kind of stepping out. That intuition steps in. And with her being a entertainment news and a reporter and a nosy person in everybody's business, I think she possibly knew this, but it's coming out now to where it's more embarrassing. And we never know. They might have had an open relationship and we didn't know nothing about it.
Well, I do believe that they probably had that. Allegedly. But Wendy right now is so pissed that the story is airing that she is going after all the big bloggers. She is apparently going after Love B. Scott and sent Love B. Scott a lawyer from her, a letter from her lawyer with a cease and desist, demanding that she retract the story. But see, here's the thing. Public records cannot be subpoenaed.
That's right.
And when people are speaking about public records, you can't cease and desist the county, baby. Ain't nobody got that kind of money. Yeah, you got the kind of money to tell the county courthouse to shut up. That's what you don't have. So, if you don't want people to talk about your business, don't put it out there to the point that it is a hot topic.
And don't be, and how dare you say you don't want nobody to talk about their business when you're the first one talking about somebody's marriages and cheating on your hot topics. When everybody else is a hot topic to you, but your business is not a hot topic to everybody else.
Well, girl, you know what? What's good for the goose is good for Thanksgiving. Okay?
Right.
Now, speaking of hot topics, honey, and other spouses that are going to the ringer, Forrest Whitaker's wife is asking for child support. Not child support, girl. He's too old to have any
spousal support.
Forrest Whitaker's wife is asking for spousal support in their divorce. Now, Forrest Whitaker's wife has responded to their divorce petition and demanded support. Now, according to TMZ, Keisha Nash, which is her name, through her lawyer, Giso Queen Laura Wasua. Girl, you know what? That name is just seemed too much.
Oh.
After 22 years of marriage has been dissolved, the documents are asking the judge, Judge Denny Keisha, for spousal support. Now, the spousal support seems like it could be blowing up on her face. Now, we're told that both sides want to work out a formal property settlement agreement that will satisfy both of them, but there's really a lot of stuff to divide. He's very, very successful.
Yeah, she wants some of that she wants some of that Wakanda money.
Okay, and not only does she want that Wakanda, but she wants that Wakanda forever. So see, here's the thing. Anybody that's wondering why she going out to spousal support, baby, guess what? They've been together 22 years.
Oh, yeah.
There are no children involved anymore because these ain't babies no more. These are big, grown children that have moved out. And the spousal support should pretty much, from what we see in the court records and what we know about their marriage, should be a given, because he's kept her a certain way. And
are they in California?
I don't know. I have to look and see. I didn't pull the location of the support. I mean, of the of where they live right now.
Because if they're in California, thanks to Ivanka Trump, she's gonna get that spousal support.
Well, baby, here's the thing. I feel like this. If a woman gives a man 22 years of her life, and she makes a family and a house and children, and, you know, this is what I don't think a lot of women really understand. I'm sorry, a lot of men don't quite understand, is that when your wife makes a life for you, and when you have a stay-home wife, and you are the sole breadwinner,
right?
And you're a multi-millionaire, and your wife says, and you tell your wife, stay at home. You're basically saying, give up your dreams and support me.
Right. Exactly.
Okay?
Exactly.
So when I give up, you know, like a lot of women have given up being doctors, and given up being nurses, and given up teaching school, and what they always dreamed of doing because they got married and they wanted to start a family, and now they got 2 kids, and their husband says, well, baby, I make $500,000 a year. Just focus on raising the family. Focus on, you know, I just want you to be my support and just be here to love the kids and go to the soccer game. I'm working a lot. I want you to be here to support our family. That is her job.
Right.
Okay? So she deserves the same amount of money that she would get in a severance pay if she worked for Bell South for 22 years. Run her money.
Right.
Because while she was investing in you and you backed out, she could have invested in something else that paid her later. I felt the Holy Ghost right there.
Yes, she could.
So women, don't feel bad when you decide that you want him to run you that money. Because if you done had 3 children by a man, and he get tired of you and decide he want to move on to greener pastures, the song was right. It is cheaper
to keep her.
And if you decide not to keep her, run me my musty.
So I can move on comfortably with be accustomed to the life that I was in.
Exactly. I gave up my life to support you. And if you want to move on without me, and you want to go ahead and do whatever you want to do with your life, you are welcome to do that. You are open to do that. You're a free man. But see, what you won't do is you won't set yourself free and hold my finances captive.
You're right. I agree.
That's what you won't do.
I agree with that. I completely agree.
That is wrong. And for men that feel like they don't owe their ex-wife nothing, after you've been married to this woman 22 years, and she had children for you and put her whole life and her dreams on hold to embrace your dreams and make it her own, you got to pay them dreams off, boo-boo. Everything she would have made following her own dream, you owe her now.
That's right. I agree.
Yeah, you owe that. Oh, yes. And any gifts that were given, honey, those are not retractable, sweetie. Oh, no. Everything that I bought, I'm leaving with.
I completely agree with that, Will. I completely agree.
And whatever you bought while we were together, baby, is, as the movie says, fruit of the poisonous tree. It's fruit of the poisonous tree.
I completely agree with that, because I see that a lot in Hollywood, and we know of some cases that happen to where these women have given up their lives, slept in cars, have done many different things and just to build up that man and his career, to have given up their lives for so many years, as you stated, have their children, to where they have not given that woman her due diligence, even felt that they didn't deserve to have any financial backing. You know, and I think that's wrong. Even to where they would even fight for custody of the children so they don't have to pay that woman. I think that's the worst thing of it all. And you know, what goes around comes back around on you. And I just think that's just horrible. And I always say a woman should always, in any situation, especially in this day and age, have something on the side, whether they starting a business from home, because if I was married to a celebrity and they knew who I was, I would have a clothing business online. I would have started something at home to where I would have had some money coming in from somewhere so I could have a little cushion. You know what I'm saying? Something. You know, just to make sure that I'm taken care of and my kids are taken care of, because you never know when the tables can turn. It's so sad that people, you know, you want marriage to be forever, and you feel that when you marry someone, you giving your life to someone, you go before God, you hoping that that's going to last forever. But nowadays people don't respect the sanctity of marriage. It's amazing. And people are praising the side chicks.
Oh yeah, like she done hit her lick.
Yeah, like the side chick is the ish. The side chick is number one nowadays. I mean, it's amazing. Like you just said, Kevin, Wendy Williams' husband buying the side chick a $700,000 house. I mean, what happened to the days you put up, like you said, a 2-bedroom condo or apartment? Or you just get her a car? You shouldn't get her anything, but what is the world coming to?
And shout out to all the women that think being a side chick is sexy.
Right.
Because guess what, baby? Let me tell you something. The same way you get a man,
yes,
is how you gonna lose him.
Say it again, Will.
The same way you get a man, is
Uh-huh.
how you gonna lose him.
Uh-huh.
If you got him with your legs up, somebody else gonna get him with their legs up.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
See, don't think for a minute. And this is a life lesson, even off of the hot topic, honey. Let me explain something to women here. Let me school y'all on something. In life, you get what you sow. And if you decide to sleep with a married man, you are taking leftovers, and you're telling the universe that leftovers is all you deserve. So that is why women who get beat on by men always attract men that beat on you. Because when you accept something, you're telling the universe that this is all I deserve and this is what I like. The universe does not respond to what you say. It responds to your actions. You can dig a ditch long enough and become rich. If you keep digging and say that you want to be a professional ditch digger, you can be a millionaire ditch digger. Whatever you want to do, if you are consistent with it, you will get it. And in the same way, if you consistently sow seeds of foolishness, you always get foolishness. That's why, as much as it's so funny, see Wendy Williams laugh and talk and blah, blah, there's something that will always be dramatic. There's always going to be drama surrounding her life in some way because of how she operates her life. Unfortunately, that's just the way it's going to be. That's the reason I call my segment of the show that I am Will Walker, the truth hurts. Because I tell the truth. I don't read people. I don't go in on people. I tell it the way that it is. And if it hurts, get you some alcohol and get over the burn. Because I'm going to tell it the way it is, and it's just what it is. Get you some alcohol, sis. Get over the burn.
Now, they're going to still burn with the alcohol. You might want to go peroxide.
But no, I need you to feel the burn. You need to feel it. So go with alcohol. And I need you to get that green alcohol. Don't get that little weak, clear alcohol, because that don't really burn you like it needs to, girl. You need that green alcohol, girl, that you rub on, girl. And it stings.
Will, you are so crazy. Well, we got to take a break right here. You're tuned into the Stay Live right here with your boy, Will in the Know, giving you the truth that hurts. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Stay locked right here. Don't go anywhere.
Your number one hit station in town.
Spread the word by leaving a rating and review on iTunes.
A scrub is a guy that thinks he's flying, is also known as a buster. Always talking about what he wants and just sits on his broke ass. So, no, I don't want your number, no. I don't wanna give you mine, and no, I don't wanna meet you nowhere, no. Don't want none of your time, and no, I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging on the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging on the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. Checking me, but his game is kinda weak, and I know that he cannot approach me. Cause I'm looking like class and he's looking like trash. Can't get with a deadbeat ass. So, no, I don't want your number, no. I don't wanna give you mine, and no, I don't wanna meet you nowhere, no. Don't want none of your time. No, I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. You don't have a car and you're walking. Oh yes, son, I'm talking to you. If you live at home with your mama. Oh yes, son, I'm talking to you. If you have a shorty that you don't show love. Oh yes, son, I'm talking to you. Wanna get with me with no money? Oh no, I don't want no scrub. No scrub. No, no. Scrub. No, 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 no. Scrub. No, no. I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging on the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging on the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me.
If you can't spatially expand my horizons, then it leaves you in a class with scrubs, never rising. I don't find it surprising if you don't have the G's to please me and bounce from here to the coast of overseas. So, let me give you something to think about. Inundate your mind with intentions to turn you out. Can't forget to focus on the picture in front of me. Do it clear as DVD on digital TV screens. Satisfy my appetite with something spectacular. Check your vernacular, and then I get back to ya with diamond-like precision. Insatiable is what I envision. Can't detect acquisition from your friend's expedition. Mr. Big Billy, if you really wanna know, ask Chili. Could I be a silly hoe? Not really. T-bars and all my senoritas and stepping on your felines, but you don't hit me though. No, I don't want no scrub. Scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging on the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. I don't want no scrub. Scrub is a guy that can't get no love.
Listen to this station on your smartphone. Download the app now on Google Play Store.
Driver, download my app, please.
Yes, Beyonce, Beyonce, Beyonce.
Yes, honey. We just are so glad to have you here. Thank you for listening to us on 101.9 Interstate Live Radio. We are on every platform that you would want to mention. We are on Anchor. We are on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play. We are on every platform. Guys, please follow us. Please share our content. We are trying to go all over the world, all into the creeks and crevices of the world, to give them all of the light and the news and the foolishness, give them you the news that you can use. Just as a shameless plug, I want to remind everyone, if you are a blogger or a podcast or a radio commentary and you are looking for a place to host your platform or to host your show, we would love to speak to you about your existing show or even your show idea. If you want more information about how you can become a part of the Interstate Live family, you can reach out to us at radio@interstateliveradio.com. Again, that's radio@interstateliveradio.com. InnerStateLiveRadio.com. Just send us an email. It can be informal, and just tell us, hey, I want to host my blog there. Someone from our team will reach back out to you. As always, we love you. We're so glad that you listen to us. You could be doing anything, but you're listening to us. Follow Elena at Elena Sanders, or follow me, and also follow me at I Am Will Walker. And most of all, follow the page at Interstate Live. And that's at Interstate Live on Instagram, Elena Sanders on Instagram, Twitter, and everywhere else in the universe. Mine is I Am Will Walker on Instagram and at WN Walker on Twitter. Again, we look forward to hearing from you. We want to talk to you. And if you want to send us a show idea, if you got some stuff you want me to talk about on The Truth Hurts, I am open to any suggestions. If you would like an interview for your business and you are based in the United States or anywhere in the world, by the way, 179 countries we are broadcasting in, reach out to us at radio@interstatelive.com, at interstateradio@interstateliveradio.com, and we will get back to you to schedule an interview and figure out what your business is about and see how we can advertise with you. We love you so much. Thanks for listening in, and I will see you tomorrow with a commentary that is all politics. We're going to do Hip Hop Saturdays featuring Elena Sanders, and I am doing House Music Sundays. I'm going to announce the time on the radio tomorrow. I'm not going to tell you what time today because I need you to tune in tomorrow to find out what time. But follow us, like us, love us, share us. We love you, and we will see you later. Bye. Bye. It's 25 minutes. I'll just
on your smartphone. Download the app now on Google Play Store. Listen to this station on your smartphone. Download the app now on Google Play Store.